Hello everybody, Bryce here, and today I have for you the SunSpider Prime, shown here in Sherman pattern, looking really beautiful. PGI did a good job on the SunSpider in terms of aesthetics, and I am loving it, and it makes a good mech to pilot too. Definitely a recommended buy if you want to get it once it comes out for C builds. But anyway, for today I'm running the SunSpider Prime using standard Omnipods, and I'm running a slightly different build. I don't see this particular build often on the battlefield, and I thought I'd share it with you, along with the skills I use, and of course some gameplay to show this mech on the battlefield. So let's get down to the build. Firstly, I am running a Gauss rifle and an ER PPC combination. No GaussPeep because only two of these, they are linked by the way. Together with 3 tons of ammunition for the Gauss rifle and the TCom1 to increase the velocity for both of them. And for short range, I have 3 SRM6s in the arms with 3 tons of ammunition. Some people call this a bracket build because you can fight in 2 brackets, the long range bracket and the short range brackets with the SRMs. But these SRMs are also good for coup de grace, so in the last act of the game, when enemies are hurting bad, you can rush in and fire these 18 SRMs into the enemy and blow them up, as you will see in the gameplay that will follow this video. So anyway, I've also gone for a clan active probe. I stripped the CT armor because SunSpiders have the side torso issue. That means the side torsos are way too big and it's going to be fixed in the April 2018 patch. So almost nobody dies by the CT because it's so small. So yep, I stripped it and put in a clan active probe. Combined with the TCom1, that gives you a ridiculous targeting time bonus and allows you to get that targeting info out really fast. Really important, targeting info is useful for 2 things. Number 1, with pinpoint weapons like the Gauss and the ER PPC, that allows you to deliver that damage at long range in the correct location really easily, so you can blow up mechs way a lot faster. Quality damage over quantity damage. And also, as if you know me well enough, I tend to call targets. So with a TCom1 and the clan active probe, with the increased targeting time, I can see which mech is hurting, where it's hurting, and call it out for the team, and the team will take down that mech really fast if they are working together, of course. So this is the build for my SunSpider Prime. It's a bracket build, very effective. It's a consistent performer for me if you are used to Gauss and ER PPC. And let's get down to the skills. And here are the skills for the SunSpider Prime. As with many of my other mechs, I tend to prioritize survivability, so I have gone for 33 SPs in survivability. That is my style. I like to have a lot more survivability because I tend to be in front and I tend to take way too much damage than I should. So survivability is really important for me. That gives me an armor bonus by the way of 16% and a structure bonus of 31 for these. For mobility, very common, I will use 13 on the right side here. That gives me XL bonus of 10.5, decel of 14, and very important for me, the turn rate of 20%, allowing me to turn and run away a lot faster. For this particular build for Operations 3, the mech tends to run a bit hot. With the ER PPC and the SRM6s firing together, it will generate lots of heat. So to manage the heat, I actually use Operations 3 rather than the heat gen nodes in Firepower. That's because by putting 20 points into operations, you can get 15% heat capacity increase, allowing you to fire a lot more before you need to shut down or fire those cool shots. And you get a 10% cool run that allows you to dissipate your heat 10% faster. So as my ER PPCs basically cool down, it allows me to dissipate that heat 10% faster, way more efficient than using heat gen nodes. And for auxiliary, I always use 10. That gives me dual enhanced artillery strikes, lots of damage, very good for denying the enemy the position by planting down those pink smoke, and yep, most people will just move away from pink smoke. So you can basically move up or take the area. And to manage the heat, dual enhanced cool shots allows you to dissipate the heat as and when you need it. As for firepower, it looks at 0 here, that's because I still have 15 more to grind, but this is what I intend to get. Yeah, it's not much, but the weapons alone are pretty effective. But the reason I got this is for velocity. This gives me only 9% velocity increase, but it does help because the 9% multiplied on the Gauss rifle and the ER PPC gives you a pretty good speed bonus. The other bonuses are pretty incidental by the way. There is a cooldown of 3%, heat of only 1.2, and a range of 5%. So yep, that's the firepower tree. Not much at all, but I've spread it out in every other node except sensors, which is 0. I run 0 sensors. I believe you can use cover and movement to negate the need for sensors, it will be useful, but these points are very important and very precious, so these SPs can be spent elsewhere. So that is my SunSpider Prime running the standard Omnipods, a bracket build, long range firepower from the Gauss and the ER PPC, and short range point defense, all to kill the enemy in the final act of the game with these 3 SRM6s. So let's get on to the battlefield to show you guys how this mech is a very effective mech in the team. So let's go. I see fire.
You're a Russian bot.
Yep, the Russians did it. They changed the timing. Okay, I think I'll hit with the assaults. Let's join Ragnarok. I wish my mouse had a bigger button tree. My Razer Basilisk, my thumb is at the mouse button and it's a really thin, narrow button. I wish it were bigger. Kodiak tree. Champion? Or Trial? Contacts. Ah, I got him! Delta 6. Mad Cat Mark 2. Ooh, look at it. So colorful. I like your colors, Benny.
I'm so glad you put 4 Gauss rifles on that Kodiak so you can sit back and not share your armor.
Target acquired.
It's gonna be very
Engaging
helpful.
Alpha.
Target spotted.
New target. Artillery strike activated.
Oh, let's full Gauss rifles.
He likes to run Alpha down.
Yep, let's run out Alpha. Let's get engaged Alpha, Delta 6.
New target acquired.
Watch out for Bravo hitting our rear, Echo 6.
Artillery.
Ooh, ouch.
New target acquired.
And it's India left torso.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Oops. Take out Echo. Good kill. Take out Alpha. CT.
We're gonna, you guys went after Alpha. We're gonna need help pretty quick. They're coming around after us. 6 and 7.
Oh no! Kill him, kill him, kill it! Kill the Battle Master. Thank you. Let's turn around, guys.
New target acquired. Artillery strike activated. New target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Converge Echo 5, Echo 6. Delta, Mad Cat Mark 2.
New target acquired.
Gulf, Powerhouse, Brawler. CT. Good kills. Ooh! Look at those torsos go. Delta, Delta. Very well done, team. 10-1.
New target acquired.
Summoner is dead. 11-1.
Getting that final assault high,
NPC destroyed. Target destroyed.
Wow, man, that was really nice, guys. That was
Very
awesome.
nice. 12-1. The SRM's really doing work here. 2 kills, 3 KMDD, one of them solo, 1030 damage. Yep. Artillery also doing work. Somehow I got counter ECM, I don't know how. Oh, that's lock damage. Okay, that's different. First victory of the day. And yep, I love these SunSpiders. Such a sweet ride.